on Channel Africa with Lulu Kabu.
African media practitioners are currently gathered in Zambia's capital, Lusaka, pondering on media freedoms and free expression in the execution of their duties in what is now known as the African Media Stakeholders Convention. The three-day Indaba that runs from the 11th to the 13th of May is the second convention after its inaugural held in 2022 in Tanzania's city of Arusha. Our Zambia correspondent Arthur Davis is attending the African Media Convention.
The 2023 edition of the World Press Freedom Index by Reporters Without Borders says 2 African countries, Namibia and South Africa, are ranked in the top 30s globally at positions 22 and 25 in respect for human rights and related international frameworks that draws into the picture media freedom, freedom of expression, and journalists being under threat. Norway in Europe is leading in this case, and the list at 180 is North Korea. That is followed by China at 179. It is such statistics that bring together on one table media experts, scholars, journalists, journalist unions and associations, editors, the public and private sectors, including cooperating partners from around Africa and beyond, to look at how best such records could be improved for the African continent. And the African Media Convention is but one of the many gatherings looking into that, and opens in Zambia Thursday, 11th May 2023, with almost all African countries joining physically and some virtually. William Ponda is Southern Africa Editors Forum SAEF chairperson.
We decided to settle on Zambia because of the improved change in the media reform policies and the working environment. More than 3,000 journalists from all over Africa applied to participate with us today.
The Southern African Editors Forum, SAEF, is the lead host, supported by the African Union, in this year's Africa Media Stakeholders Convention that is set as a moment of reflection on the revolving trends that impede freedom of expression and freedom of the media. Most significantly, the persistent deterioration of these rights on the African continent. It is also an opportunity to recognize those countries and institutions that promote freedom of expression as provided in various African Union human rights instruments, as well as to raise awareness among political actors on the benefits of a climate conducive to freedom of expression. For Chechu Ontieno, chairperson of the East African Editors Society, reminded the audience of the missing and killed journalist while in the line of duty.
2023, in the 5 months we've had so far, we already have at least 4 journalists meeting their deaths for nothing but journalism in Africa. Some of our brothers and sisters are behind bars in countries across Africa.
Zambia Minister of Information and Media, Chushi Kasanda, who opened the meeting, reassured a promise that has been on the table for over 20 years, the Access to Information Bill, which the media and other stakeholders in human rights and freedom of expression have been pushing to be enacted into law. The minister further says African governments are hopeful that this gathering will yield positive results for the continent.
Indeed, the people of Africa deserve accurate information. They deserve factual information. On the other hand, the media too deserve freedom. They deserve editorial independence. These are fundamental in shaping a future of rights as well as freedom of expression as a driver of all other human rights. On our part as a government, we pledge our commitment to continuously improve as well as provide a conducive environment.
Among other topics the convention will look at is the Press Freedom Report, ending impunity of crimes against journalists, strengthening the African digital platform for the safety of journalists, and the African press freedom status, as well as frameworks and policies around that. Reporting for the SABC's Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia, I am Arthur Davis, Scopo.
Well, it is that time of the day where the ladies join me and we say good afternoon to the Upside team. How are you today?
I am good, thanks, Lulu. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, what's coming up?
So, we kickstart off conversations